Oh, hello. Sorry, I haven't understand that stream about to start. So welcome to my stream, Late Night Talks with Romantic Developer. It's part 98. It's mean we already have 97 parts of talking together, of doing some stuff, and so on and so on. So it's pretty cool. We have very close some anniversary about 100 streams. So yeah. Mm, During those streams I actually understand. So few words about those streams to whoever is joined right now. It's stream for on the stream we talk about life and about software. So about life we did cover multiple points. Mostly it would be my personal reflections on something coming to my mind through the day, or you could answer your question or your comments. But because it's not so um, crowdy right now, my streams, I don't have much questions. So basically, I'm just go through with my own thoughts and reflections through the day. So yeah, we cover it in our topics, in our conversations. So also on the second part, we try few things in with software. Um, we haven't done anything very huge. We spent not much time on that, but we try something which could be helpful. I'm thinking about myself about when I want to create something helpful. So yeah, that's it. Today we start with some personal reflections and try once again to commit my code from one computer, um, get those changes from another computer, set up basic environment to run the scripts on um, my current computer from which I stream, and try to make several improvements to the script Python code so it actually works. And once it works, I could use it to transcribe uh, anything, including my streams, even if they're quite huge. I have some program which is hosted in Azure as website, and I'm using it a lot, but I lost some of the code base. I found it not in a full version, and I decided to rebuild it from scratch. But right now I'm just doing some more smaller local projects which easy to execute and which could be available to everyone. And those products we actually put into open source in GitHub under Romantic Developer repository. Um, so that is the status. Now let's switch to personal reflection. So unless you want to say hi and put some comments into the chat, please do that. We could talk about that, but unless we have such comments, let me think about today's events. Yeah, it was a day full of driving. We did several trips, mostly in car, some shopping, and it was mostly the full day. And in the car, of course, we have some conversations. What coming to mind first? Of course, maybe it's importance of understanding and accepting not only who you are, but your mission. And now, of course, it sounds scary, especially for my fellow developers or to just random person. It sounds scary because what is the mission is? The mission is something which you like to do and you want to do, and mostly what make your you, it's combination of all those unique um, properties for you, characteristics. So your mind, your appearance, your huge experience, your memory, your intuition, all of your known. So if we talk about ourselves as a beautifully trained artificial intelligence, it's the way we were trained and we receive some unique capabilities. And also there is some intuition which is not available to any AI sync and probably will not be available for a long time, even once that AI minds and computers will overperform our intellect, our mind fully in multiple areas, intuition and some experience from which we couldn't explain, and some feelings, it's not what will be available to AI, which will be fully logical, fully analytical. Of course, they could do analysis much better than we, and in parts where our intuition is just result of analysis doing our mind in background. Of course, our AI will outperform us. But there are things which we couldn't explain, like some people from early childhood have some dreams. They're dreaming about doing something, changing the world, or becoming someone, do something like heal people, or build airplanes, or they understand they want to be or an engineers. Some people it's coming to that decisions not in the early childhood, but maybe when they are grown adults, they decide, okay, I feel I want to do that. So, and most of us, if we truly ask ourselves what is our mission, um, what we like to do, and so on, most of us probably could say it. It's the problem that we couldn't ask ourselves questions, and other problem we couldn't provide ourselves a true answers. We try to lie even to ourselves because it's what we always do. We even if we call ourselves a truthful person, we probably will not lie about some events, but most of us, all of us, normally lie about some feelings, some emotions, some instincts, and everything. And it's okay because I mean, who will live in this world without lying to others? So, like, if you meet a person and you don't like him because you think he's ugly for some reason, I don't know why, but maybe it's something inside you just don't want to make anything with that person. You must probably say this person, okay, like, and you need to have a conversation. And no, maybe it's cashier, or maybe it's some colleague. You will say, okay, 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 have a nice day, see you, and that's it. So of course you will not open your heart and soul to this person, but you will not tell, oh, I think you're ugly, I don't want to talk to you, come on, please don't meet me. Uh, Such people will not be tolerated in any society, of course, but it's what's going on. And the problem, because you know how to be intelligent, mm, and good, gentle with others, sometimes you mismatch and trying to be the same with yourself. And when you ask some questions to yourself, like what you like about myself, what you don't like, you could be shy, you could be liar, you could be whatever, but yeah, to give good answer, normally it's not what you do. So you will lie to yourself, and it's not helping for you to move where you should be, to implement your mission, or at least to be in such place in your life where you want to be, where you feel happy, where you feel grace in your heart, in your soul, inside you. It's again, it's not topic which could be easily described mathematically, but it's something inspiring you from very inner side, so which energize you and which make you feel good. A lot of songs about feeling good, yeah. So yeah, that part, and I think and we talk that right now people going farther and farther from their true self, because before it was slightly simpler. Now, with this crazy world, with a lot of questions, acceptance, and theories, sometimes to answer who you are, even it's become complex in countries where like all the genders are tolerated, and you know to answer to what of like 72 genders you belong, sometimes it's become complex. In other countries, it's very simple question. You're a man or woman, depends on how you, what the nature gives to you, what properties it gives to you on your birth. It's called biological gender in other countries. And because people sometimes couldn't answer that simple question, they couldn't go move forward. They couldn't move forward with much more complex things about their desired destination and their um, what they want actually to do, to be a teacher or to be a cool master of something in some area, or they want to be some, I don't know, explorer. And it doesn't mean explore new worlds, but also it could be explore something in science, explore in human relationship, psychology, etc., etc., and so on and so on. So people just like stuck somewhere, and they live like, like you put something on the water, some small some small piece of paper on the water, and where water flow goes, it piece of paper goes. So many people just lost so many energy to us to answer some simple questions which society puts before them, with all that politics, parties, truthful or not truthful media, and so on and so on. So it's so many places where people could lose energy, so that they just go with the flow and couldn't stop and become ourselves. Because to become ourselves, you should see something on one of the coasts and see, okay, it's my thing, and just try to swim to that, but you don't have any power, and you just pass and pass and pass your destination with the flow, with the big great gray flow. Normally I provide some advices, or I provide some how to, or something positive in my thoughts. Today The only positive thing is that you should ask yourself a question: what makes you unique and what you want, what you really want. Just imagine that you wake up in your beautiful world, a future where all your dreams come true, and who you are, what you are doing. Okay. Okay. So, so what we have? We have a beautiful turtle on the screen. It's today's wallpaper. Yeah, looks nice. Okay, I've connected to my other computer, which I use when I go to work, because so I have set of laptops. I have work laptop, which I use as jump box to go to my dev box and so on. I have my home laptop, which is more powerful, but it's bigger. It's require a good power source. It's heavy, and I have some to go small laptop. It's not powerful at all. It's like I use it just to, I don't know, to take with me when I need some access to internet, so browsing and writing some notes, whatever. And that's the one notebook I could take with me to work when I think that I couldn't came home in time. And right now I'm going to work with my wife. She wrote book, and and she needs some time to do that. So normally to not just take her to the work in middle of huge process became later, like second half of the day, and sometimes work to the late night. So she wrote her books, and I do some work and do some streams. Basically those streams you are on. So that's how I could be at my work at 10 p.m. PST. So, and that is this computer. And basically we have something on disk D in projects. It's called YouTube AI Helper, and we have local AI Python. And last time we tried to commit what we have here. And okay, and we understand that we need to write git add dot to add everything into that, git status to check all the new files, and it's fine. We have requirements which has all the things, and we probably need to repeat virtual environment creation on the new machine. And now we just need to write git commit probably message python local execution. Okay, and we need to write git push, probably, correct? Where's my mouse? Git push. And just to push that. Oh, wow. So we need to write git pull because we edited some readme files. Merge. Okay. And what I need to do? Will be ignored. Merge branch. Okay. And what to do next? Hey, I'll go out from here. I'm Windows guy. Escape. No, it doesn't work. It's a problem that it's remote machine. So I'm Q. Maybe S. I need to write merge. Okay, merge. Back. Okay, and now what if I write maybe Control S? No. SS? No. Q? No. Control Q? No. Come on. What if I'll just no git merge message? Guys, help me what to do the next. Maybe Control Z? Oh. I think I should put something like Control S, but it doesn't work. Okay, maybe I put Control C and still here. Type QR and press enter to abandon all changes and exit Vim. It's probably because my default editor is Vim. Okay, okay. How to save in Vim? Do we have any ChatGPT here? Oh, come on, log in. Log in, please log in. So many questions, so not so much answers. It's like normal developer life. You're trying to do something and you don't know how to do. If you know how to do everything, you're basically not true developer. You coder because you just need to code. Come on. A developer always finds some answers. Continue. Okay. Hi. I'm trying to complete merge in Git, but it uses Vim. How to save current message and exit Vim? Let's ask it. Escape to ensure you command mode. Just in case you're in insert mode, type VQ, right and enter. Let's try. Equals BQ. Do we need to write? No, just this. And enter. Nice. Nice. Oh, normally I use Windows Git with Tortoise Git or in Visual Studio Code or in some other visual editors. I don't like that command line interface a lot. Even if I'm developer, it doesn't mean I should like it. Come on. Git push. Oh, oh no. Oh, we have a secret. We have a secret. Okay. So, because in my LLM config, I have some secret. Yes. I need to go to configuration to LLM config, edit it, and remove the secret at all. save it. So even if I removed the secret, it still says that, hey, you have basically, because I have in history of commits. So let's ask Git, ChatGPT, how to combine all of those. I couldn't push because I had some secret. I will remove it and commit, but push still shows that error. How to commit, how to push everything as one commit. Changes ahead of original mail by 3 commits. Use git push to publish a local commits. So, but if I try to git push, it still saves the same issue. Remote rejected, git push. Okay. Let's reload that thing. It looks like it's still syncing. Okay. So we just need to save 3. Now we should just git add everything. Git status, show all the files we are adding. Okay. Add Python local development local development app, not local development, and git push with force, with parameter force. Why force? I don't know. Force combine the changes into one commit and push to the replacing the previous commit history. Git, maybe that one. So let's see, romantic dev, YouTube AI helper, and let's see current features, history, maybe branch, main. Okay. Is it a way to see history from here? Pull request, issues, wiki, settings. We don't have any pull request yet. We understand that. So if I look at the file readme, for example, okay, it's show blame, but it doesn't show any history. Oh, history. Initial commit Python development. Okay, and if I click on here, initial commit of local batch files, initial commit, add Python local development tab. Interesting. Does it mean that our code here in readme is not up to date? No, it's up to date. I remember that we edited it several times, correct, and committed. So if I'll say history, initial commit at Python local development app. I'm looking at README and about that README. So basically we reroll too much. We reroll 3 commits and it should be like maybe 2 commits. With that, all the changes, we don't lose any changes, but they written as our last commit, which is fine probably. Okay, with that we could close this and sync and maybe start command line here. Go to projects and it would be romantic developer cd c projects romantic developer. We'll make it bigger. Okay, and we have our a lot of files here, and we have another projects folder and YouTube AI helper. Yeah, that is our thing. So we need just to say git pull, correct? Just to get the latest changes. And. Okay. Oh. So let's identify ourselves. But come on, we just taking the changes. Git config user email. No, let's romantic developer stream. And let's call it here. We'll remove global just for this repository and call ourselves romantic dev. And let's pull. And we need to write like write queue okay. Now we're better and we just go cd python and start our like start Visual Studio Code. Trust location. And do we have some configuration to make it here? Ways configuration. So let's hi. It's different ChatGPT, but let's try to use it to answer our questions. How to make fonts in Visual Studio Code of bigger size. Settings, bottom left. Control, comma. Zoom option by holding Control and scrolling mouse wheel or by pressing plus or minus to zoom in. Interesting. Let's try Control and zoom mouse. Control plus. Oh, Control plus is working fine. Okay, I'll do some Control plus. So, and here we just need to Python create an Python. We don't have anything about Python. It means that Python probably haven't been installed here yet. Let's search for Python, probably dev. We just need to install Python debugger. Let's install Python and Python debugger. Python extension, pack, and that's it. Everything which has millions, maybe even this. What is that? I see. We could install it as well. Python pass. Python test. Python ident, doc, Django, code spell checker. Install. I like code spell checker. Autodoc, okay. Indent rainbow, make identification easier to read. Let's install it. Git extension pack. Let's install, but I don't know what's that. I just like installing everything. Preview for Python execution. Okay, Python test explorer. Real-time Python scratchpad. Python type hint. Okay, we don't need probably everything from Python, because actually I'm not that experienced Python developer at all. I just, write something. So let's install whatever we need once we need. So once again, we in extension marketplace, and we show running extension installed Python. Installing pylons, Python debugger. Okay, let's wait some time. Okay, binding from Notepad++. My problem is that I don't know all the keys from Notepad++. When I develop a lot, it was mostly Visual Studio .code. But yeah, if you have some key bindings knowledge, of course it will speed up your development and your work instantly. I also did some editing in Adobe Premiere Pro, and just I just learned few key shortcuts, and it speed up my work, not twice, but maybe by some percent. maybe this. Okay, Python, create an environment. It should be select something like Python interpreter or something. Let's see Python. And let's see if we installed everything. Python language support. Why it hasn't been installed? What is saying in the log? Fail it. Fetch. And it's downloading. And it's downloading again. What we should do? Restart. Debug restart. No, it's all not. Okay, create environment. Okay, probably this, and say okay. Let's see how it will install environment. Okay, it's installed venv scripts. Okay, scripts not all. It's okay, it has activate. And in lib installing everything we have in our requirements. And our requirements is not maybe it's good. Let's see. Show logs. Downloading all the requirements, and then we try to install like side packages. Okay, let's wait. So the thing is how to start a new computer, and you see it's actually first time I ever started on this computer Python development. So just download Visual Studio Code for free. Then in here in extensions, search for Python and install at least Python extension. You can also install Python debugger, Python ident, Python extension pack, and environment manager. Probably extension pack already includes something. Let's see what it includes. It contains Python. Yeah, sorry, I make too big. It has Python ident, environment manager, IntelliCode, and Autodoc string. Of course, if you have ability, I highly recommend installing also GitHub Copilot right into the Visual Studio Code. It's like talking to your ChatGPT, but right inside the Visual Studio Code. it speed up your development highly, maybe at least 10%, but maybe up to 40, maybe sometimes 50. So yeah, and we see that right now it's downloading all the packages we have in requirements here. So it's downloading all of them. And once we ask it start to installing. So it's asking to try to install the packages. And once the packages would be installed, so what is virtual environment? Virtual environment, like separate environment where you have all the packages, all the package versions. It's uniquely prepared for you. So it has all the packages you have in requirements.txt on some other requirements files which you refer from requirements.txt, for example, which has all the packages, all the versions of it, and all of them with those versions, and these packages should work normally on your machine. So, and if you have installed some other packages on for some other project, it will not ruin your current build and your current program. So every program has own set of packages. There are multiple similar concepts in other languages. I mean, in C#, in .NET development, etc. And here they decided just to put all the package right near the project. So it's venv, which normally is added to git how it's called, exclusion list, git ignore. So it wouldn't be committed because it's could be pretty big. Hey, are we really at that point? Yeah, looks like we still. So you see git ignore, you just put here in bn saying that we should ignore everything in this folder. And it shows the path to Python, how to execute Python, etc., etc. So, and what we're installing, okay, it's trying to install everything at once. Normally when you say pip install in requirements, pip it's program which is installed with Python. You see, just to install, it's know how to install all the libraries you need, and Python know how to execute your code in py file. So yeah. Have several interesting pliers. It's not plier, it's call it. I know, but I right now I forget this word in English. When I do some work with small things like fixing something or doing something, I use this a lot. So I have a set of them. Okay, it's still installing something. So let's see. Yeah, it's still two. Maybe it's installing and then it will bring them from some temporary folders here immediately. Who knows? Who knows? I never try to create that virtual environment specifying. I tried actually, but not in this project. Specifying requirements txt immediately. But I tried it on much more powerful machine, which is designed for build. So, and I followed some instructions created before me. So it doesn't count. Oh, you see something changing. Okay, it starts putting the packages here inside packages. So we have URL lib, we have simpy, we have mpms, WebSockets, and so on. Maybe it's some issues with my internet access. Normally it took much less time. Yeah, it still tried to download something. Okay, now it's in discover test phase. Interesting. It should install everything, but it's still putting something here and here. You see? Maybe it's some async process. It's already doing something else, but it's appearing here. Interesting. Do we have whisper? No, not yet. Ginger, NumPy, regex, YouTube DLP. Nice. We have all the code of YouTube DLP and it's really cool. Okay, we should be soon done. Let's look on our AI helper. And we try to download file from YouTube with PyTube. And that didn't work before, correct? Let's see if it still needs it. We go to terminal and says, please create new command prompt. Okay, let's try once again because it's completed. So it's in virtual environment, you see now. And now we put execute Python AI helper, and that's it. Oh, help. And we could use download and transcribe, and would be the path for a YouTube video. Oh. Let's just go to YouTube as without any person selected, user selected. So it doesn't show us anything. Trending. Let's call English short story. And it would be okay, 3 minutes looks good. And let's go back to our Visual Studio Code and try to put it here. Okay, let's click enter. Not found. Configurations. Okay, let's download and transcribe, and let's use help here as well. We need to specify config folder, and config folder would be generic. Copy relative path, and let's insert our video. Where is our video? Okay. Sanitizing, creating folder in videos, error downloading, bad request. So nice, we received the very similar issue as before. So we just need now to fix that issue, and we saw how to basically start that program. Here we did all the steps except install an Visual Studio Code, which is pretty simple, just download and install. And we now could execute it, but it's some issue with downloading it with that library. So of course we will ask ChatGPT to solve that issue and probably switch to YouTube DLP, which is proven to be better library on downloading. But yeah, I think I'll do it tomorrow. I understand that it's taking time. I already doing for several days that thing, but you could use a version we have in GitHub, and we have that romantic dev, and we have that version YouTube AI helper, and we have local YouTube AI helper, and which could be executed with JavaScript. So how to call it? It's just you call AI helper, provide your MP3 file, provide your link to YouTube video, and it will download, transcribe, and call prompts from AI. So it's all working nice in that batch file, which is pretty big but mighty. Now we're using Python to do mostly the same, but we will not using local whisper to transcribe, because local whisper taking too much time even on powerful computer like mine, and we do the version which could do it all through API, and then we will see how we could speed up the things and do some version which will use local libraries, free version, completely free, which will execute fully on our local computer. So I think it's our plan. And once we receive 3 versions, like local AI helper, batch, Python, and free, we will start of doing that more advanced application with website, with microservices to do the things, which could be used by multiple users, multiple channels, and which could do updates on the channels automatically. Once it finds new video, it could try to update it with keywords, with description, etc. if it's needed. So we will look into that application as well, but right now we're doing very small, tiny baby steps. If you have any questions, and if you want to look into something in more details, or just say me hi, or ask any question on whatever topic you want, starting from, I don't know, life, love, politics, media, or anything in software development, except Kabul. I don't know Kabul. Please free to ask. And yeah, I would be happy to receive some communication from you. And as well, yeah, as always, I wish you to have a great day and just find who you are. And it's not something you need to ask Oracle. Ask yourself. Ask yourself, and talking to yourself is one of the most complex things in this world. But the sooner you try, the sooner you receive answers and become a happier person. Ask yourself what makes you unique, why you are so cool, and ask yourself what you really want to be. Just imagine you wake up after multiple months or years in the world where all your dreams come true, and what would be this world, where you will be and what you will be doing, and it will you give answers where to move, and what to use, because you already answered yourself who you are and what makes you unique. That's it. Okay, I'll stream tomorrow at 10 PST. Tomorrow probably it would be in time. Let's see. I will be streaming another at least 50 days, if not more. I need to stream at least 152 days to complete my everyday stream challenge. So you could meet here any day, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, or whatever day, at least for another 50 days. Maybe I will stream later after that, who knows, but you know where to meet me. And meet you whenever you are ready. Hopefully everything would be fine with you. Okay guys, see you. It was nice streaming today as well.